It's really great to have you here.
Hello.
And as you've seen, we've started a really important round of conversations and dialogues that all have to do with accelerating adoption. And we've looked at this from several angles with different partners. And we now have a conversation with Tencent. And their view and their experience is also very different. We've specifically looked a bit at it through the lens of gaming, Metaverse, and Web3. And I'm very, very curious to hear a bit your thoughts and what you guys are doing in Web3. And then probably we'll touch a bit on how MultiversX and Tencent are working on something exciting that we want to share with the community today.
Sure. Thank you so much, Ben. It's our first time to meet in real world. And pardon my English, you can tell that from my face, not really good. So thank you so much. It's really a pleasure to be here and also to be the partner of MultiversX. So just want to introduce Tencent a bit. Maybe not everybody knows the Tencent. So Tencent is one of the most successful company in Web2 world. So we have gaming, we have the social media, we have cloud, we have investment, and also many related industries. And especially for gaming, we have our own studios, we develop our own games, such as PUBG Mobile, but we also invested in a lot of studios and also platforms like Epic, like Riot, Supercell, Shopmo, a lot. In fact, in Europe, we made a lot of investment in gaming studios. And in social media, we have many interesting applications like WeChat, which Elon Musk is, want to learn from us, and maybe it's the future of the Twitter. And also we have our cloud. We are ranking kind of top 5 in the world, right after AWS. Yeah. And they are here. So I'm from Tencent Cloud, and we are kind of the group in Tencent who is enterprise facing, and we are dealing with our enterprise customers. So we built our cloud not only for us, not only for our own gaming platform, but also for the enterprise customers. And so my sharing may be a bit different from other speakers, because I'm kind of from the traditional companies. So I share about my view from traditional point of view. But I think this is the beauty of the MultiversX. We have the different background of the people to build together. So it's my pleasure to be here.
It's really great to have you with us, Lou. And I believe this type of experience is what makes the conversation very fascinating, because each of our partners comes with a very distinct view on the world. They've started somewhere, they're built somewhere. And interestingly enough, if you look at a historic view of the internet took off much faster in Asia as it was picking up in the US. There were several Asian countries that have really pushed in adoption and all of that. And I also know very specifically that there's significantly larger appetite in everything related to Metaverse, gaming, and so forth. So I'm very curious how you guys look at the gaming space, the Metaverse space, and the Web3 space especially, and what's super exciting for Tencent in this space.
Yeah, sure. So maybe let's start from the gaming part, since we are one of the largest company of the gaming, traditional gaming. So in fact, we have noticed there are several trends in the traditional gaming part, and also it will also impact the Web3 game. And so we noticed that the first trend is that we noticed that the gaming market is kind of slowing down. There is not really exciting games this year, to be honestly. Not like previous years.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah, sorry?
Why do you think this happens, specifically this year?
It's really hard to, gaming market is different. You cannot really predict, what we learn from Netflix, that you can use the big data to predict the customers' favors, to make the tailored shows for them. But for games, you cannot predict. This year maybe the consumers, they like this type of games, but next year totally change. And even you just make the similar content, similar style, you cannot guarantee it will be a good game. We are working closely with Supercell. 99% of their games are not launched, so they killed 99% in the house and only launched the 1%. So it's really lucky that to get a good game. It's not predictable. So that's why it's not really a surprise this year. There's no, maybe next year there's a good games come out, but this year is already a tough year for the gaming industry. Yeah, this is the first trend. We noticed that gaming market is the growth is slowing down. And the second thing is that the customer acquisition is really hard now. The customer acquisition is getting expensive and expensive. And even for Tencent, we put a lot of on the channel. But for Apple Store, Google Store, and also different channels, but it's not really working well, to be honest. So this is the second trend. The third trend we noticed that is for gaming studios, the development circle is getting shorter. More than 60% of the games are developed within 1 year, with many new tools, with Unity, with AI tools. So these are the trends in the traditional gaming industry. And we also noticed that there are some interesting things happened in gaming, such as cloud gaming, and also to break the walls between gaming and other scenario, such as for cloud gaming. We noticed that there's a lot of new EV cars, new energy cars. They are adopting the very aggressively in cloud gaming, and also traditionally the living room TV screen, a lot of cloud gaming. And also we also noticed that this is not the cloud gaming is not only on the consoles on PC, but more popular on the device on the mobile. So these are the trends. But so talking about the Web3 gaming, why we think this is the impacting Web3 gaming? So the first is that for traditional games, they are also looking for the new breakthrough point and how to get good games. So Web3, of course, is one of the things they want to have the trial, have the innovative things. But the second thing is very attractive to them is that customer acquisition. For Web3, there is kind of naturally to attract the end users than traditional games. For traditional games, you need to invest a lot in the advertising. But now there's new type of advertising channels such as TikTok. You can build on the TikTok and also play game there. But in general, it's very the cost is very expensive. But for Web3, it's naturally to attract the users. No, you don't really need to put a lot of marketing cost, but to attract the users naturally. And this is the for gaming part. So yeah.
So zooming out a bit, and what makes this conversation special is again that Tencent is one of the largest giant companies actually in Asia. And they've been in several fields and sectors. They've built many applications and tools, and some of them already have billions of users. The exciting and really fascinating conversation that we've been having is again, how we accelerate adoption, how we find the pipelines to use this type of partnerships to build the bridges and enable users, whether they're from Asia or from Europe or from any other part of the world, to use this type of technology to really build on something that they could not have done before. So I'm very curious and excited if you want to share a bit the collaboration and partnership that we have in front of us.
Yeah, this is the most exciting part for me. Yes, just want to announce this. We will sponsor 120K USD for the community and especially for the hackathon. And we think there will be a lot of interesting games built on MultiversX, and also, maybe one of them will be the significant games next year. Will really amaze the world. Woo!
Now, what's remarkable about this conversation as well is that this is a very important starting point that opens the ecosystems, the MultiversX ecosystem especially, opens the startups that are here and the builders to a much larger ecosystem within Tencent. They are here, excited about the builders, very excited about the builders specifically in the gaming space and metaverse space, but a lot of other builders, very much looking forward to looking at the startups and helping them accelerate some of the progress. From what you've looked at within MultiversX, what do you believe at this point is the most exciting thing about the ecosystem or about the technology?
Well, there are a lot of things very excited. In fact, I was thinking to mention this part in the Metaverse, but since just address a bit about Metaverse. So we think that last year it was a great year for Metaverse, but this year is going down a bit. But we believe that Metaverse is still the future. And if you notice the east side of the world, Shanghai, the Shanghai local government in China, they just announced the supporting plan for Metaverse 3 months ago. When it's a really bear market, they noticed that it's the trend. No matter it's a good timing or not a good timing now, but because Metaverse, we believe in the future is we kind of mix the reality. You will break the wall between the real world and also the Metaverse. You will break the wall between Web 2 and Web 3. And this is the things, the very exciting thing to work with MultiversX, such as your wallet. You can accept crypto payment and also fiat payment. This is the things we really appreciate, kind of break the wall between Web 2 and Web 3. And also, there's another thing to announce. So we are working with MultiversX to launch the one-click nodes deployment to accelerate the DApp, the ecosystem in MultiversX. Woo!
This is another really exciting milestone to have the node deployment within Tencent Cloud for their ecosystem, making sure that this is even simpler to be done by a much larger audience and community that they have. I do believe that there are many exciting conversations, especially in the gaming space, especially in the metaverse space, and Web3 can rewire some of the behaviors precisely because it brings some new incentives and can make the gaming experience feel more real because it adds this layer of, let's say, economics and then makes rules perhaps less bendable, more firm and clear. Have you seen maybe what's the most exciting application at this point that you've seen within the Web3 space that you believe could accelerate or could take things to the next level?
I think still the gaming, until now I cannot say name an application. But in general, I think the next year, in fact, this is the money. We have money common sense this especially in East Asia, we noticed that the gaming apps, Web3 games, will be the most important application next year. Of course, decentralized exchange, a lot of unhappy things happened this year for centralized exchange, but we also think the kind of swipe companies, they are kind of great, there will be great application next year, and we can find them all in the MultiversX. And furthermore, want to address that, so again, we are not a Web3 native company. We are a kind of giant Web2, and to be honest, we are quite conservative in Web3. So when you talk about Tencent, it's really hard to hear about Web3. You cannot really link the name together. And this is why we are working with MultiversX. MultiversX can fulfill all of our expectations. Since we are running sorry, a lot of financial service, and also we have a large business, especially in China, and there's very strict regulation in China. We need to keep a good fame. We cannot work with some kind of high-risky partners, such as some unnamed exchange companies. Even we are working with them, we can announce the partnership. But working with MultiversX, the consideration is kind of high security. I'm really sorry.
We can bring some water.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. In Web3, we are test water, right? Testing the water. Yeah. So the high security and also the open community. This is with different background and also different people, from all around the world. And also that one thing as mentioned, Metaverse is one of the things we believe will be happen in the world. In the future. So that's why we want to partner with MultiversX. So, yeah.
As I was mentioning before, it's fantastic to have you here with us and to start on this new journey. It's really great that this collaboration enables builders to come even closer to using different type of infrastructure, whether for the metaverse, whether for cloud computing or other elements like that. But it's the most important part that we're coming back to is whatever path we can find to accelerate adoption, we want to pursue it. So the more partners we have, the more bridges we have, the more adoption we can focus on, gather, and enable. And this specific conversation opens up an extraordinarily large market in Asia. As you say, there's not only a very different, let's say, culture, but very different behaviors there. Having this kind of collaboration to translate and use some of the services and bring them around Asia is extraordinarily important. I know we've had several conversations with you, and my colleagues have already participated in some conferences and so forth. But I also believe that this collaboration not only accelerates, but immediately reinforces what we have started. I'm sure you're also part of the hackathon with the entire conversation there. We've tried to compress the time and put all the resources in so that builders have absolutely no excuse. You have all the opportunities in the world. Now it's time to jump in the water. It's time to build something, and we could not be more excited than to have this new partnership with Tencent, to have you with us, and I'm very much looking forward to the next steps we're going to make. So thank you very much, Lou.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the next steps.